Hello students, today we are going to start the topic understanding quadrilaterals from your class 8th. So in this topic we are going to see some basic properties with regard to any polygon, and then we are going to see the different type of quadrilaterals and their properties. So let us first see what is meant by a polygon. So I am drawing certain figures. So as you can see here, certain figures are closed one and certain figures are the open ones. For example, this figure, whereas this one also I have kept it open. Yes. So the figures which are closed or which are enclosed inside the boundary are called as closed figures, whereas the figures which are not closed are called as open figures. So the definition of polygon says that polygon is a simple closed figure having two or more straight lines. So a polygon is a simple closed figures which is having two or more straight lines. Now what does it mean? Let us split the words one by one. Simple closed figure. Now just now we have seen what is called as a closed figure. Closed means which is actually enclosed inside a boundary. Now what is meant by simple? Simple means the lines are not overlapping above one another. For example, if I draw a figure like this. Now this is also an enclosed figure. As you can see, this is enclosed, but here the lines are actually overlapping above the one another. So this is not called a simple figure. It is not a simple one, and hence in case of a polygon we are focusing only on the simple closed figure. Okay, so this kind of figure will not be considered inside the simple one. Further, having two or more straight lines, the figure has to be closed, fine, but along with the closed one the lines should be straight lines. It cannot be a curved line. Meaning here this is a simple closed figure, yes, because there is no any overlapping. But is this figure consisting of only straight lines? As you can see, this is the curved line, so this is not called a polygon. Okay, so what does it mean? It means the figure has to be closed, it has to be simple one, and also it should be consisting of two or more straight lines. So this figure is called as a polygon. Even this is not a polygon because it is a curved line, it is not a straight line. So this is the basic definition of polygon, which says that a polygon is a simple closed figure having or consisting of only straight lines. Okay, so let us move forward. Depending upon the number of lines, the polygons are classified into different names. Okay, so this one actually you already know it. The first one, which is having three sides, the polygon with three sides, what is it called? It is called as triangle. Next one, polygon with four sides. Now here I am drawing a general polygon, I am not considering any specific ones, so you can draw any general figure. So what the kind of figure it is called? It is called as quadrilateral. Having five sides, polygon with five sides, yes, 1 2 3 4 and 5, it is called as pentagon. Polygon with six sides, hexagon. Similarly, polygon with seven sides, a polygon with seven sides is called as heptagon. Similarly, eight sides, octagon. Nine sides, nonagon. 10 sides, decagon, and so on. Okay, so these are the classification of the polygon depending upon the number of sides, starting with three sides, because minimum there has to be three sides to complete a figure. If you consider a closed figure, it should be having minimum 3 sides. If there are 2 sides, the figure will not be completed. I mean, it will not be a closed one. I have drawn a figure like this. Yes. So to make a figure to be closed, it is necessary that it should have minimum 3 sides, and hence we have started with the 3 sides: triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nonagon, decagon, and so on. Okay. So now the next definition is of a diagonal. Now what is a diagonal? If you have to put it in a statement, what you call it as a diagonal is a line segment which is joining two non-consecutive vertices. Now you everybody know what is a vertices or what is a vertex? Vertex where the two lines meet. Yes, so this is one vertex, D, E and F. So as you can see, wherever the two lines are meeting, that point is called as vertex. Similarly in this, now this is an hexagon I have drawn. Yes, so there will be 6 vertex. So diagonal is a line which is joining two non-consecutive. Now what is mean by non-consecutive? Not neighboring vertices. Now if I consider vertex D, now C and E are its neighboring vertex. So you have to leave that neighboring vertex, and apart from that, the other vertex, if you are joining by a line, that is called as a diagonal. So apart from C, I can join it with B, I can join it with A, and I can join it with F also. Similarly, if I consider E, leaving D and F, which are the neighboring vertex, I will join it with A, B, and C. F and D is already joined, F and B, whereas F and C. Similarly, A leaving B and C, yes, you will be joining it with D, you will be joining it with E, which is already connected, and with C. For B also, so as you can see, from each vertex there are 3 lines which are joining the vertex, because there are total 6 ones. So if you leave the 2 ones, so there will be 3 others which are remaining. So each vertex, 3 lines there are there, and that lines which are joining the non-consecutive vertex are called as diagonals. So now can we tell how many diagonals does a polygon have? I mean, depending upon the sides. In this case, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then this was connected, so don't count this. 7, 8, this is also counted, this is also counted, this is 9. Now this 3 is actually counted. So total how many diagonals in this case? In this case we are having 9 diagonals. So in case of an hexagon, I am having 9 diagonals. Now what if the polygon is having more number of sides, say 10 or 15, suppose 15 sides? Can I directly tell without drawing the figures and without actually drawing the diagonals how many diagonals does it have? Yes, you can tell. The formula is n in bracket n minus 3 divided by 2, where n is number of sides. So whatever are the sides for that respective polygon, from that you can define, you can find out how many diagonals does it have. Now let us check in case of hexagon. Now what is hexagon? How many sides does it have? It has 6 sides. So let us replace that n with 6. So what you get, see, 6 in bracket 6 minus 3 by 2, 2 1s are 2 3s are, which is equal to 3 into 3, and that is equal to 9. So just now we have checked that a hexagon is having 9 diagonals. So similarly you can find the number of diagonals in case of another polygons also by the formula n in bracket n minus 3 by 2, where n is number of sides of that respective. Let us move forward and see the different types of polygons. So the polygons are categorized into 2 types. The first one is convex polygon and the second one is concave polygon. Now what is meant by convex polygon? In case of a convex polygon, all the interior angles of polygon are less than 180 degree. Okay, whereas in case of a concave, at least one angle is greater than 180. So whenever an angle is greater than 180 and less than 360, what do we call it? That is, it will be an reflex angle. So such kind of polygon in which one angle is greater than 90, at least one angle is greater than 180 degree. So that polygon is called as concave, whereas a convex polygon in which all the interior angles are less than 180. Now let us see with the help of one figure. Suppose I am drawing a pentagon. Okay, so now interior angles means which angles? So these angles on the inside. Yes. So as you can see, is any one of the angle greater than 180? Yes. None of the angle will be greater than 180. Yes, greater than 180 means it will be definitely a straight line. But here, suppose I am drawing a figure like this. Okay, so this is a 90-degree angle, fine, less than 180. This is 90, less than 180. This is also an acute angle. This is also an acute angle. But what about this angle? Is it less than 180? No. Yes, because if you draw a straight line, then it will be 180. As you can see, this angle is greater than 180. So this figure is called a concave polygon. Now, is it a polygon? Yes, it is a simple closed figure consisting of straight lines. Yes, so that is a polygon. But since one angle is greater than 180 degree, hence it is termed as, or it is classified as concave polygon, whereas this one is classified as convex polygon. Another one differentiating point is, in case of a convex polygon, all the diagonals are inside the polygon. All the diagonals are lying inside the polygon. So as you can see, if you try to join the diagonals, so leaving the neighboring points or neighboring vertex, you have to connect it with all other ones. So as you can see, all the diagonals are lying inside the figure, whereas here, suppose I am considering this vertex. So which are the neighboring ones? So these two are the neighboring ones. So leaving apart, if I join this one, can you see this is the diagonal which is lying outside the figure? Yes, yes. So that is the differentiating part in case of a concave polygon. Diagonal can lie outside the polygon. Outside as in outside the figure. Yes, so that is the second differentiating point. Diagonals lying inside, whereas the diagonal which are lying outside the polygon. Okay. Further, another classification of polygons depending upon the length of the sides and angles. If all the sides of an polygon are of equal length, whereas all the interior angles are also of same value, they are called as regular polygon. They are called as regular polygon. Yes, what is meant by regular polygon? If you consider any polygon and all sides of that polygon are of equal length and also all interior angles, they are also of same value. So such kind of polygon is called as a regular polygon. If I take a hexagon drawing all the sides of equal length, whereas these angles are also of equal values, so they are called as regular polygon. Whereas an irregular polygon, which will be opposite of it, which says if the sides of the polygon are of different length. Okay, so irregular polygon wherein sides of polygon, now it can be any one side also, or it can be all the sides also. So even if one side is not equal to another one, still it is termed as, or it is classified as irregular one. So sides of polygon, if they are unequal, and definitely their angles are also not equal. Angles are also not equal in value. Yes, if I try to draw figure Yes, how many sides it is having? I have drawn an pentagon. Now as you can see, the length of the sides, they are not equal. Yes, and hence this figure is called as irregular polygon, and even the angles, they are also of not equal value. Okay, so the next classification depending upon their length of the sides and angles.